Hello and welcome back to The Real Act, where we do TV, movie reviews, entertainment news, and so much more. As always, I'm Tucker, joined today with Ethan and Aiden. How y'all doing today?
I'm going.
It's happening. Lots
The
of
hype
going
is
on.
real for Bad Batch, which is soon, so that's super exciting.
Oh my, yeah. So because today is when we're
It'll be out by the time this goes up.
That's true. That's gonna be freaking nuts.
You guys have seen we've seen Bad Batch in your future. So excited.
Ethan, you'd be a great speaker for Disney Plus. Just be like, yeah. Just keep wearing the hat. We probably get.
I don't think Disney Plus needs a speaker though. I think they're getting by just.
I think they're good enough on their own. Yeah.
With over 100 million subscribers, I think they're okay. But today we got the Falcon and Winter Soldier discussion, or shall we say, Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Oh my God! Okay, dude, at the end of the fucking show when they did it, I was like, yes.
Everyone
like,
knew
oh
it
my
was
God.
coming.
I thought it was a season 2 confirmation, but then they just blamed us with a movie, and I was like, even better.
And we'll get into that. But let's start off with like our discussion. What we thought of it. What did we like? What did we dislike? How the show started. And then we'll kind of discuss some points of how there was a plot point that was deleted from the show. We'll get into that later. But let's just start off with what we didn't like. Because there's a lot I believe we liked. So let's start off with what we did not like.
Say it unanimously. The flag smash.
Yes. Not interesting at all.
And I'll kind of weave into the point of what I was saying before. So there was a plot point deleted from this show, and it's rumored to be about a virus from Eastern Asia, and I think we can all see why they deleted that. Yeah. Why they could be a little problematic.
In today's time,
yeah. We would never hear the end from Ben Shapiro. So with that in mind, I think we need to keep that in mind with the Flag Smashers. Yeah. But what did you guys think of the Flag Smashers? With that in mind.
I mean, I might have been able to flesh a little bit more out, but like, I just like
it exists. I mean, I don't know.
I like the actress who played Carly. I liked her. I think she did fine. But like the writing of the characters, at least the Flag Smashers, I didn't find them compelling. It wasn't like some other Marvel villain groups or some people were like, yeah, I get you. I still hate you, but I get you. This, I was like, I get it, but I just don't care. Like sometimes I get it and I kind of care. No, I don't care. Like just yeah, I don't know. Like.
No, I understand that point. I think that point's very valid. Ethan, what about you?
Yeah, no, it just felt very like, I mean, at this point in the MCU, we've had a lot of great villains. Obviously, Thanos is one of them. I didn't expect Thanos from this show, but I'm just saying, like, we've had a lot of, even going to like a pretty basic villain like Alexander Pierce, who's a great villain in my opinion. I think there's like a lot of villains that they don't really have much going for them, but they still do what they need to do. I think the Flag Smashers just kind of came across as really underwhelming, and I think they weren't very clear about what their goals were. I mean, they were, but they weren't. They were just kind of like, we're the bad guys, and we're gonna be doing bad guy stuff. And
what was it like? There was one where it's like when they meet the Russian guy or the Ukrainian guy that like they had fumbled when they meet the Flag Smashers, and when the guy's like, whoa, we're not criminals. I'm like, bro, you just bombed the place. What are you talking about? I'm like, chill.
And I did like that moral aspect to it, but they didn't sell me on what they were doing enough to actually have me go, maybe they are doing the right thing. Because I'm like, what are they even doing? I don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're bombing buildings and saying, oh, but it's for the people.
But I still appreciated though, like when Sam actually tries to talk to her, like those scenes I did still appreciate, even though like the whole cause and all that I still didn't know or give a fuck about.
And I think part of the problem with them is also the lack of a resolution for them. I think they just kind of withered away at the end. True. She just kind of was like, and died. It was just like, oh.
So kind of tying it, but she does try to do the right thing at the end. She's like, you need to kill Sharon Carter, and he's like, no, and it's like, fuck. Like,
Okay, but that was also a complaint. What the hell? Like, that was so dumb.
yeah, the Sharon Carter power broker thing. I get not only could I see a mile away, but I don't understand
Dude, I
why
could
that's.
see it so far away that I thought that it was not going to happen because I thought it was just way too obvious of a stupid decision. It was like, it was just too dumb to me to happen, and it happened. And I was like, well, I should have expected that because like that's exactly what happened with Mysterio. That's what disappointed with Mysterio.
Oh, I thought you were going to say with Mephisto. God, this.
No, I didn't. That was different. But that show has its own problems.
Yeah. So let's move on to the other new character, villain, if you want to call him that. John Walker. John Walker, U.S. Captain America, now U.S. agent. What did you guys think of him as an introduction to this show and his possible future involvement in the MCU?
I will say I actually kind of felt for the guy until like episode 3, like because like in episode 2 they kind of illustrate he's like he didn't really sign up for this. They were like, hey, you're a good candidate. You'll be Captain America. It's like, okay, like the amount of pressure and the work and all those things that like he just kind of was put into.
Yeah.
So like that was the only thing I never understood. I understand now like why people hate John Walker, but like, dude, you saw him for 2 seconds just because he's holding the shield. You're like, fuck that guy. It's like, oh, chill, like, damn.
Yeah.
But
That bloody shield, man. That shot.
That's
scene,
when. Okay, so yeah, I didn't like him. Like, okay, like person to person. If I was like, if I knew the real guy, right? I would be like, yeah, I don't really like the guy. He's just kind of arrogant. He's just like, but as a human to human thing, I'm like, yeah, he's not like, he shouldn't be like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but
the character was very interesting though. Like there was a
yeah,
lot of
there was like a debate about it, which I liked. Then episode 4 happened, and then he killed the guy, and I was like, shoot. But then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait, in Winter Soldier, Captain America literally just threw knives at people. Like, are we gonna
I think
forget that?
well that's what the interesting thing is that like
All those people were Nazis.
I mean it's not unprecedented that like Captain America kills people. I think it's Captain America killing people in that fashion.
No, I get it. I mean, I don't think it's kind of going back to like a Batman situation. I don't think that they're killing to kill. I think because John Walker, yeah, there is a major difference. The difference is that John Walker deliberately chased down this guy who didn't kill Lamar, by the way. It was just part of a group. Carly killed Lamar. He went after this random guy or her friend to get revenge at Carly. And so it was all just an act of revenge. And that's when it sparked that it was like, this guy.
And then the fight in episode 5 against Bucky and Sam.
That was amazing.
That was fucking
that gave me
killer.
Civil War vibes, the end of Civil War.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
But the fact that he decapitated him in the end of episode 4, like with the shield, that was just
it got dark.
That like really shocked me.
Yeah. But yeah, no, John Walker overall, I mean Wyatt Russell did a freaking great job.
He did.
Like,
Wyatt Russell did a fantastic.
Mad fucking credit to that guy.
Canon, John Walker's actual dad is also actually Ego because Kurt Russell.
Yeah, right. So that guy finally went
That'd
into
be great. And let's
but
move on to
Lamar?
the next. Lamar. Yeah, but
he wasn't in it for much. But
Lamar was pretty underdeveloped. I didn't think he was.
Yeah.
I think they just could have done more with him.
But I like the dynamic that they had between him and John Walker. Like in the very first scene, where that kind of give him that pep talk, and I'm like,
you could feel that they were friends for sure. I wish there was like maybe like another scene. Maybe like I like it when they humanize these characters a lot. Maybe just have a scene like of them casually at like a bar talking.
Yeah.
After doing it. Yeah, I just because there was a lot of like in the first like 3 episodes or so with John Walker and Lamar Hoskins, I think his name's.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like Bucky and Sam like passing him, be like, "Oh, you guys suck," and then they would be like, "Oh, you guys suck," and then the camera would like follow them for a second, and they would be like, "Oh, what's our plan?" Blah 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 blah, and that would be it. And it was kind of just
actually
back to
last thing. Speaking of Lamar, when John Walker goes to his parents, that was crushing.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yes, that was.
that is like, even though I don't completely hate John Walker, I just don't like him. Like
As a
that is,
person, yeah, I just respect the guy. But like as an MCU fan, I'm really excited to see where they're gonna go with it. I
like,
love his character. I think
like that. I was like, damn. Like that was like that one scene in The Boys with Homelander with Ryan where I'm like, damn, and then everything else is terrible. I feel like that was John Walker's.
I do get Homelander vibes from him, but people who are saying he's worse than Homelander, what are you?
No, are you not? Oh, he's
What are
Homelander.
you insane?
Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
That's
we're
great.
talking about Invincible.
No, but to end that, Wyatt Russell did an outstanding job. He was probably actually my favorite performance of the show.
And one of I think the best addition to the show, Isaiah Bradley.
Yes.
Just adding more depth into the character of Captain America, what the mantle really stands for. And I love that speech that he gives at the end of episode 5, and where he says kind of like, a respectful, a black man who respects himself would never put on the Captain America suit. And I think that just has so many layers to it, not just what Isaiah Bradley went through, but also the history of America. And this show, people were, this show talks and handles race a lot.
And I think it's very tasteful too. Like it doesn't feel like it's not beating you over the head like racism, like you get.
Yes, it's in there, but like it's not like in your face, and it's not like blatantly saying.
Because everything is so subtle. Like Isaiah's speech in episode 5, he's telling Sam, like, man, the world cannot accept a black Captain America. And then Sam is like, I'm sorry, but I have to prove them wrong. And he goes and becomes Captain America. And he's like, I know that some people in the world might not be able to take it right now, but I'm just doing my job.
Well, the one that I feel like hits the worst because it's so small is when Sam and his sister go to the bank. That is like, it's on such a real level. I'm like, oh fuck, dude! Like that's the most real thing, one of the most real things in the show, and it's brutal. Like
I respect the first episode a lot, even though it's probably my least favorite episode in the series. It was very even the first time we watched the first episode, I was like, that actually really impressed me. The way there was barely any action throughout the episode. It was mostly just character development. Same with episode 5, which is probably my favorite. I'm not sure. I gotta think about it a little more. But
yeah, I think that's
also wait. Quick question: are we doing an episode ranking or no episode ranking? Did we do one for WandaVision? I can't remember.
No.
We didn't.
But I feel like we could do it for this just because there's less episodes. Because WandaVision was 9, this is 6. I just need to go back and remember which is which. Then I'd be down to do that if you guys want to. I'm
fine. I mean, I
don't think we should. I think let's say what's our favorite episode. I think let's do that.
Yeah, I think it's good because the Marvel shows feel kind of blended together. Well, we can rank The Mandalorian because it's pretty episodic.
Yeah.
So let's get into some returning characters. So we got Sharon Carter, coming back, and that's a whole thing. But let's not discuss her too long because I feel like that's a really long discussion. We got Ayo and some.
Yes, it was such a nice surprise to see her. I was really not expecting that.
What are they called?
The big one.
What are the warriors called? I can't remember.
Dora Milaje.
I can't remember.
That's a fucking good quote. I love that quote where it's like they go to Zemo's place and John Walker's like, I don't think the Dora Milaje has jurisdiction here. It's like, we have jurisdiction wherever we find ourselves to be. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
I love the Dora Milaje. Oh gosh, they're so freaking awesome.
I know they're
great. And
then, the big one. Oh.
Big one.
Zemo.
I was like,
Well, and we also have War Machine. We have War Machine, Zemo, and
oh my god, I forgot about fucking.
Yeah, I did too. What the hell? I completely forgot.
Actually, that is such a good. That's oh my god, I'm piecing.
I completely forgot Rhodey showed up.
Yeah,
that was really. I thought that was
episode 1.
Not having him, having him in the show, but not having him have a role in the show. I like when character, I like that. He was just
like the universe is real and it's not just
and it's connected.
Yeah, and they were kind of friends before, and so it felt like it felt tasteful.
You kind of made me crippled. What up, homie?
Wait. Oh no, that was Vision. But
That was
yeah.
Vision. But like,
I mean, but
Well,
like,
technically, yeah,
Falcon,
Falcon, yeah.
I mean, like, but it's not really Falcon's fault. It's more so Vision's fault.
Yeah. But that's a
But-
whole thing. That's a whole thing. But
You know,
yes,
but
it was very nice to see him show up. I was not expecting that either. There was a lot of nice surprises, like nothing crazy, but like the show was subtle. I think that's something we have to go into the Marvel shows now. We can't expect like. I think that was a huge mistake on Marvel's part as well, but also the fans' part on going into WandaVision. Is I think we were just expecting this huge setup explosion for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I think WandaVision probably prepared us for Falcon. I don't know if I'm curious when I think about this. If Falcon came out first, how would the disappointment factor been larger because we haven't?
I honestly think we would view
That's a good
WandaVision
point.
better. I think we would view WandaVision better if we saw Falcon Winter Soldier first.
I think you're right.
I feel
Because I
like
think
Falcon Winter Soldier does a better job because it's subtle. Like it used its like episode. People say episode
I would
5.
think that would make it worse.
Well, no, but I'm saying thing is people see episodes like episode 5 saying it's the best episode, even though there's no action, nothing like that. So when there's a little bit more in WandaVision, that like it kind of ups it, but it still has some
like,
subtlety and nuance.
especially towards the end.
Yeah.
I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision both share the same complaint in the regard that they both end pretty
Standard. They end standard for a normal Marvel.
I find the ending to Falcon and Soldier great. I thought it was.
Well, okay. What I mean is in terms
satisfying.
terms of the series themselves on their own, I think they both have Falcon more so, but I think they both have solid endings. In terms of the larger scale of the MCU, I think it's just something we need to be accustomed to with these series. That the Disney Plus shows are really just extra content. They're not, and I think that was also Marvel's fault for kind of.
I don't know because I'm so confused because Kevin Feige's like
so far. Okay, but that's not taking so far. And if they surprise me, if they surprise us, great, surprise me. But like WandaVision felt like the biggest show. I mean, Secret Invasion, that's got to be big. And Miss Marvel, like, there's a lot of things. So like when people like standard audiences who go and watch the movies and they're like, "Huh, she has a new suit," or "Huh, that's a new character." Then Marvel's like, okay, so you can, if you really want to know why or who or what, you can go watch the series for them on Disney Plus. I'm just convinced that that's their strategy right now. And
that's what Kevin Feige said.
Well, he originally said that the Disney Plus shows were supposed to like make the movies more like connected, like all through.
I
don't know.
Will.
Well, that seems like the idea with Captain America 4. But that's why
Right.
I'm confused. It's like he says that he doesn't want.
I think they're still maintaining the fact that the movies.
And then he announces that Captain America 4 after the show. I'm like, but you're probably gonna need to watch this show to really understand. So I'm
Right.
so like, and the writer, like, luckily they got the same writer, but he's still gonna have a very hard time trying to make that movie without having it seem like you have to watch the show first. And
It's
that's
an interesting thing. I don't really know, especially Secret Invasion. Like Secret Invasion to me is my favorite Marvel arc in the comics. So I'm like, the fact that it's a Disney Plus show, I'm excited, but I'm a little worried that it's gonna feel like there's a start and there's a beginning and there's like no effect on the rest of the MCU. Like it's just
I think honestly, what I think it will be.
I feel
like Secret Invasion. I don't think Secret Invasion is going to be about Secret Invasion. I think that show is going to be the setup to Secret Invasion. Like I don't think the actual event itself will occur in that show. I really don't think so.
Well,
I can see that.
Like maybe Captain or what's it called now? The Marvels. I love that title. The Marvels. I think so in the Marvels, I guess they could do but that's a whole different discussion. Let's go back to we kind of straight off path. But in any event, that is like a thing to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that's just that in general, the Disney Plus shows as a whole will also just they have less MCU connections than we kind of thought at first.
But I will say I think we need to get we have two shows. We have two shows. Like I feel like once we see Loki and then what's the next show? Hawkeye.
I don't know if what if really counts as a side thing, but we got Hawkeye, Miss Marvel, and is that it this year? I think that might be it this year.
I think once we see all of those, then we can make a better assessment as to like the role of these shows.
Right, but I think it's probably healthier to go into these series with the mind that
I agree.
That's going to be its own thing. And if they prove us wrong, that's great. But I just don't. I think we're setting ourselves up for disappointment if we go expecting what we thought WandaVision would be.
That's
Not
true.
that WandaVision's great. I'm kind of disappointed that people have had this mindset that WandaVision like sucks because of the ending. It was a great show. You what?
I hate it. I do not like WandaVision because
Really?
the Falcon for me, I thought it ended perfectly. Like it ended in a way where there's a lot they can go with it, but it's not to the point where it's like leaving me with so many questions. Like, why did this happen? Well, they never really answered this. WandaVision did that.
I think once Doctor Strange comes out,
and not a lot of answers. And Falcon answered pretty much. Well, I didn't really have a lot of questions, but the ones I did have answered it at the end, and it left on an ending that I was like, okay. It left me wanting more, but at the same time, I'm not like.
Here's what I'll say. I think that Falcon the Winter Soldier ends with the first half of a sentence and an ellipsis. WandaVision ends with a question mark. They're like, and we don't know. But like,
it's like 3 question marks, and there's like 2 words in the sentence.
But Falcon the Winter Soldier, it has the first half of the sentence, and goes waiting for the second half. Like,
yeah, no, that's fair, and I think at this point that's actually a good analogy. I think the Disney Plus shows as a whole will be the first half of the sentence with the ellipsis. I think, and then the second half will be in the movies. The movies is the big thing, and I think
in general, should be that in a season finale.
Now let's talk about, I think, what is probably one of the best. Everyone can agree unanimously that this is probably one of the best aspects of the show. Zemo.
Yeah.
Zemo, our boy.
I like how they used Zemo tastefully, only for like 2 or 3 episodes, not the entire show. He was an ends to a mean means to an end. Sorry, I was trying
to think of what you were trying to say too.
Yeah, no, I couldn't remember which one it was. But I really liked what they did with him, and like they illustrate very well Zemo's presence everywhere else. Like, he just fucking walks into this place. I'm like, damn, he's got clout. Like, you kind of get that. Yes. And the memes too. But
it's so funny that they released the Zemo cut. It's so funny.
It's so good. But the memes, like, he's out of line, but he's right. That's a great meme. I love that meme.
I have a couple problems with Zemo. They're pretty minor. I mean, I wouldn't even consider them problems. They're more just like questions I have. He does seem a little different than he did in Civil War, but I kind of like to think that they just expanded upon him a lot. I think we didn't really get to know his personality in Civil War because he was really focused on his mission.
Yeah.
I don't think we also don't know if he dusted. So, it's been 8 years. So if you haven't, it's been 8 years, right? 7
War.
Civil War was 2017.
No, that was 9. So it's
2016. Hold on, for 8 years.
7.
Because this takes place in 2024.
So, 8 years is a long time. So, he could have changed a lot. So,
and I'm assuming, Ethan, the thing you're alluding to is when they're at Zemo's place, they're talking about Steve.
No, I was just saying in general,
really?
like I love Zemo as a character a lot, but like, and he seems like a chill dude. Like, he's obviously not like a great person, but then you go and watch Civil War and he's like a psychopath and he just murders this like doctor to steal his identity. And he's like, there was like blood in the bathtub and he murdered. Like, Civil War is pretty dark at points. And like, I'm just like, when you connect the dots back to that Zemo, you're just like, I can't believe this is the same character. So it's not a fault of the writing. I think it's just something that we have to get used to because he's just, he's changed.
I would like to see him locked away. I think since he's been locked away, he's probably chilled the fuck out of it. Like, he's probably just like, okay, like, But
I was I was waiting for him to like kind of betray them, and I think he almost tried to, but then he changed his mind because he realized that he could use them to get the serum destroyed. Like, remember I think it was the episode he was introduced in. I think he like left or something, and then we all thought maybe that he betrayed them. I'm trying to use this for my memory, and then he came back with the car. And we're like,
yeah.
Just picking him up.
But dude, oh god, why did John Walker have to get the serum? Like, really?
I know we saw the serum go down. We're like, oh shit.
And I got shit. But the other thing, and I was like, this is definitely the highlight of the show, is obviously Sam and Bucky and the chemistry between them.
Yeah.
Well, like, I think the first episode alone, it does a really great job of setting up the characters, like the Bucky with the therapist, and like, one of the gripes about the finale, because they prefaced this so much in episode 1, is the conversation with the old Asian dude. Like, I really want to see
The old Asian dude.
Yuri.
I
I think it was Yuri.
I don't fucking remember his name at all. Sorry.
I'll look it up.
But like that, I was expecting to hear like this super big emotional conversation that kind of just like
Yes, that's okay. That's a problem I've seen a lot online. I would actually have to agree. That's probably my main flaw with the ending. And one of the things I was kind of referencing when I said the show came to an end pretty quickly, like in terms of Bucky and Sam and their dynamic, that ended great.
Perfectly.
And Sam's dynamic ended perfectly. Perfect. The speech at the end, amazing. It was so well done. Yeah, it was so well done, so well written. I've heard some people say it could have been cut down. I liked the entire thing. I didn't mind it. But in terms of Bucky, yeah, it felt really quick. I was waiting for like a full thing, because like if I was that guy, I would have been like waiting for an explanation. Like, Jesus, you killed my son. Why? What's wrong with you?
But at the same time, also, I think one of the biggest things, it's not something you really think about until they mention it, is that's like Bucky looks like he's in his 30s when he's like 100. That must be really weird. Like,
he was in the same boat. Yeah. But
I think the show did a great job at developing their relationship, and I like how they call each other like coworkers, not really friends.
Yeah.
But like, even if they don't want to admit it, they're still friends.
totally.
And so I think that they just work really well together, and I really hope in Captain America 4 we do get to see more of them working together. Do you guys ship Bucky and Sarah?
I think it's a funny joke. I would like to see them joke about it in the future again, but no.
I don't think it's a legitimate thing, just because I feel like that'd be too weird.
I hope that happens. I want it to
no, I don't think anyone legitimately ships them.
I do. I just want to see them like
okay,
date or get married, and then just
that's weird.
Like at the wedding have Sam be the best man. Oh man, that'd be so funny.
That
would be
terrible.
But wait, why don't we see more like relationships of the Avengers? Like, we've only seen like really Hawkeye. I mean, like Tony has Pepper. That's pretty important. I mean, like we do see relationships, but more like we never see like weddings or anything like that. Like, don't you think like
okay, think about it. Okay, think about it. Run down the list. You have Peter and Pepper. Okay. You had Natasha
Peter
and Banner.
Pepper. Peter and Pepper. Aiden,
sorry.
Screw your head on right. Get that out of my head right now.
I don't know why I said that. My bad. I've been misspeaking all fucking
Whoa. You read fan fiction.
Shut up. So you have Peter and you have MJ. MJ. Whatever.
I was worried when you said Peter again, because I thought you were gonna say Tony and Pepper now. All right.
But so like the thing is, like a lot of the other characters, it's like you had Star-Lord and Gamora, but it's like the thing is, a lot of these relationships, because
they're always just like so casual. I mean, except for maybe like Tony and Pepper, because that's been around so long. Anyway, that's a whole side.
It's not like in Spider-Man 3 you're gonna go see MJ and Peter getting married.
Oh no, that's different. That's different. I mean, Star-Lord and Gamora, I could see like a serious thing, but there's a whole thing going on with that right now. I think the third movie is probably gonna be about. Anyway, we're straight off topic, but I think we should talk about speculation in terms of what in this story regard of what this will take us to the future of Marvel.
Like Captain America 4. Like, what is Captain America 4 going to be about?
That and other things, like they set up the Thunderbolts for sure. Possibly the Dark Avengers with
US Agent.
Val. It's hard to tell right now because Kevin Feige likes to change so much from the comics.
Well, I heard we were supposed to get in this show, because this show was supposed to come out after Black Widow. We were going to get a Florence Pugh.
Yes.
Florence Pugh and Thunderbolt Ross were going to meet with Zemo.
Yes.
But I think
but they put that on Black Widow.
We're gonna get that in Black Widow. I mean, also that character. It has. I mean, we'll have to wait and see if she'll actually be in it. But the what's her name?
Val.
Deep in Seinfeld.
Yeah, Val.
Yeah, Val.
That was just so confusing.
Oh yeah, I've heard that she was supposed to appear in Black Widow first, so she might be in Black Widow. I don't know.
I mean, the article that people are quoting from is.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It's
a little like it's not really saying that. It's kind
that would make sense. That would make sense. But no, I do think that the Thunderbolts is definitely something they're setting up with Zemo and John Walker. But the thing is, I can't tell because the Dark Avengers is a completely different thing, and I'm pretty sure that John Walker was on the Dark Avengers in the comics.
Probably.
And Val, why would Val lead the Thunderbolts if Thunderbolt Raw? Unless they're working together, it's a whole thing. I'm not sure. It'd be kind of weird if they did both because, I mean, to me they're kind of similar. I know they're not, but like, and the Dark Avengers is just kind of stupid. I don't know. Thunderbolts, I'll take it. Like that's like Marvel Suicide Squad. Give it to me. That sounds fun. But and then as for Captain America, I don't know how Zemo. I don't think Zemo will play a part in that. I think this was his intro to what the character will be in the future. But I don't think he's gonna play a part in the future of Captain America stories. Do you guys think maybe we could see Red Skull again, or do you think that's done?
No,
I think
no, because we got him in Infinity War.
Or right, I meant like from that version of him.
No, I don't. No. That's not his role anymore. He's changed. So let's our final thoughts, favorite episode, and your letter grade. Aiden.
Favorite episode, it's between 5 and 6 for me because like I feel like five like the Rocky training montage was really good. The kind of resolution conversation between Bucky and Sam. But then at the same time, like with episode 6, like you have like U.S. Agent John Walker kind of sort of making amends and like doing something good with Bucky and Sam. Then you have like the suit that like so you actually see like Falcon or Sam be a good Captain America. He's awesome as Captain America. I think I'd probably have to go with 6 purely because of its future implications, even though like objectively I think 5 is the best because of how much it does for all the characters, but I like the future implications of episode 6.
For sure. As for me, I would say I was thinking about it. I would actually say episode 4 now that I think about it. Like 5 is really close for me, but
yeah.
4 had a lot of like great action with the Dora Milaje. And then the John Walker entire like ending scene was crazy. What is my hair doing today, guys? It's crazy.
I have no clue.
I know, it's like, what the heck? Anyway, so the entire ending with John Walker was nuts. I just like the dynamic in that episode. Zemo was great in that episode. It was just like, I think that was like the perfect Falcon and Winter Soldier episode. It had like everything you needed it to be. But I think 5 was like perfect in what that was going for. But in terms of like enjoyment, I would say 4 was like the one I had the most shock and awe. So
yeah, the ending of 4 is very strong.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with episode 6. I love episode 6. I think it leaves the show so well. I just feel so satisfied of how it ended, and I love the characters and where they've come, how far they've come. And man, that suit is just so good.
That suit was great. And it doesn't have to say that like the first 3 episodes are bad. It's just they're like 4, 5, and 6 are the much stronger episodes, but 1, 2, 3 are still really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's our grades for the show overall?
I'm gonna give it a B plus.
B plus. Yeah, I think I'm at B plus too. Like I don't think it's A, but it's still a really great show. Much better than WandaVision.
B plus.
Much better. Like if I remember correctly, I think I gave WandaVision like a B or a B minus.
I would say that that's about right.
Yeah.
But yeah, B plus for me as well.
Like
so
and honestly,
solid, real acts, unanimous, B plus.
We got to make like a little logo.
Yeah, like
great.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed Falcon Winter Soldier. I feel like if most Marvel shows are like this, I'm very happy with them. Like
I kind of laughed though because at the end when it said Captain America and the Winter Soldier, I figured that would be at the time I thought that was just going to be the name of the next season. And so I was like, that's kind of funny because that's literally like one word off of the Captain America movie. It's Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and then Captain America and the Winter Soldier. But they're very different things.
I mean, it's like Suicide Squad and the Suicide Squad.
I know. I feel so bad for general audiences, man. They must be having like a brain attack right now. Holy cow.
So wait, is that actually the name of Captain America 4's Falcon?
No, that was I don't think so. That'd be kind of a bad name. Also, last quick thing. they should rename Winter Soldier Moon Knight. Why did I say that? White Wolf. I almost call him Moon Knight. White Wolf, because I think it's inappropriate to call him Winter Soldier after that was the name of his assassin alias. It's weird.
Well, guys, that was our discussion for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now let's call it Captain America, the Winter Soldier. We got
Captain America and the White Wolf.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
Let's start that campaign. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go check out other videos. We recently did a Gina Carano video for May the 4th, so make sure you go watch that because I'm interested to see what you think of that situation, and you can go listen to our thoughts over there. But until then, guys, stay safe, and we'll see you later.